Welcome back, Potters. Day 13 of Backyard Ceramics. Technically yesterday was day 13, but I was kind of in a funk. I couldn't really make much progress on anything. I'm running into some limitations, obviously. Okay, if I'm in the studio at school, then I have a whole lot more options in terms of equipment to use, things like that. But the limitations I'm running into, first biggest limitation is my kiln is so small. So I like to make big, interesting things. I'm stuck making things that are 6 inches by 6 inches by 4 inches at most. So if I'm going to work small, I'd like to work detailed. But then there comes my next limitation, because this clay is not very smooth. So anytime I'm trying to make a small detail, it kind of rips and tears and moves in ways that it's a little bit more difficult to work with. So I started trying to make a relief sculpture yesterday, and I haven't given up entirely on it, but I've just set it aside for now because it was starting to get frustrating. But I have thought that I want to try something a little different. So I'm going to make an idea that I've been percolating in my brain for a while. I want to make I think it's pronounced thaumatrope, or I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyway, it's an early like Victorian era animation, pre-animation kind of device. And it was a cardboard disc with, on one side of the disc there'd be a picture of, say, a bird cage, and the other side of the disc there'd be a picture of a bird. And when you twirl it on strings, persistence of vision would make it look like the bird was inside the bird cage. So I thought of doing that with like a double-sided relief sculpture, and I can get away with less fine detail, I think, because it's going to be turning. But instead of turning it this way, I'm going to hang it on a string so that it can twirl this way. So I'm going to give that a try. We'll see how it goes. So what I did was I made a bunch of flowers on one side, and then a vase on the other side. Now I can't leave this lying flat to dry because the vase sticking out would make it bulge up on that side. So I'll put it on top of a cup, I'll let it sit there for a while. You can see how flimsy the clay really wants to slump. It doesn't have a whole lot of body to it. I might try to make some paper clay out of this, mix some paper fiber with it to give it some more, you know, strength. But what I'll do is I'll check on this in a little while after it's had time to set, and flatten it out then if needed. So we'll see if that works. Alright, as you can see, this is drying and staying flat. I just flipped it over so that it would stay flat. I was looking at this and thinking about hanging it, and then thinking of more ideas for small pieces that I could fire that would be hanging pieces. And I noticed this cup has a moon on it, and I thought, bingo! I've got an idea! I am going to make a hanging thing. What would it be called? Oh, excuse me. I'm going to make 9 circles with a hole at the top and the bottom of each one, so they hang in a row. And I'm going to glaze the middle one completely, and then like half of this one and the other half of the other one. So there'll be moon phases. That's the idea. So like the crescent one will be just the crescent will be glazed, and then the rest will turn black in the raku fire. That's the idea anyway. And I think I'll use the baking soda glaze, I think, was the most moon-like. I don't have any white clay, which would obviously be better, but we'll make do with what we got. So I'm excited about this idea. I think I'll get started. So it needs to have 9 because it's going to be new moon at the top, and then crescent, quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous. I don't know what they're called. I'm making these up. Then another quarter, and then another crescent, then another new moon. So was that 9? I wasn't counting. I just looked it up on Wikipedia and I saw a picture that had 9 of them. So if I make 9 of them, I think that'll be all right. All right, I'm going to jump to, get this wire out of the way. Jump to the high-speed camera now. And there you have it, 9 circles. And to make the holes, I'm just going to use a drinking straw. This is by far the easiest tool because instead of pushing the clay through to the other side, it actually removes the little plug of clay, leaving a clean hole on both sides. So I'll do that real quick and then let these dry. There we go. I'll let these dry. I'll clean them up tomorrow. Hopefully that'll be also dry tomorrow. We can maybe try that out. So that is it for today's video. I'll go see what my doggy is up to. Uh-oh, I'm trapped in here. There we go. Look at him. Where he likes to stay. What a good boy. Give me kisses. Give me a kiss. Mwah, mwah, mwah. All right. Until next time, be well.